OMG BBG! What up BBGs? Welcome back to another BBG Talks episode. I feel like it's been forever since the last one, but yeah, maybe it hasn't been.
Because there hasn't been any like controversy that we need to address until now.
We don't always have to do controversy and stuff like that, but yeah, but we felt like there wasn't much to talk about until now, for sure.
Yeah, and now that we actually like got all the DB stuff, we unboxed like mainly all the releases from the beginning, and then
did battles and stuff too. So now we have like a good idea of what everything's like, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so today's video, we're addressing a very popular topic, something that's triggering a lot of people, ourselves as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you can bring the update.
Yeah, so as you guys can tell from the title of this video, we're talking about the pronunciation of the brand new Bey that Bell Daikokuten owns. So the Bey itself is Dynamite BELIAL.
Or is it?
Or is it BELIAL? So yeah, we're talking about the pronunciation of the word BELIAL.
So yeah, like people are correcting us, but then at the same time they're correcting
us like the wrong way.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it the wrong way though?
Yeah, no, like some people
like
are saying
everybody's
wrong.
disagreeing with the way it's pronounced, right?
Yeah, there's just so many different suggestions on how people are saying BELIAL. There's like some battles for sure that we filmed and stuff, like, and I think like we haven't even released yet as well, that I keep calling it BELIAL.
Yeah.
Because the reason why that I call it that, and a lot of other people call it BELIAL, is because the character's name is Bell.
Yeah.
And when you are reading the katakana, it almost sounds like Bell is in the name.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice being able to see the character's name in the name of the Bey. So yeah, just like how, you know, Valtryek in Hasbro name has the word vault in it.
Exactly.
Right? So that's why I'm leaning towards BELIAL. And I think a lot of people are calling it that too, but that's technically not the right way of pronouncing.
Well, I guess we have to talk about why we call it that, or like how we got to it is from the katakana Japanese like translation of the word, right?
Yeah. So if you want to be super proper and you want to pronounce it the exact same way that the katakana is on here and like the Japanese people, you know, and the dub over there are pronouncing it, it's be-ri-a-ru. So if you're saying it very fast, or like, you know, it's beriaru, right? But now people are like super
that's
confused.
why we call it Bell.
Yeah,
BELIAL, right?
Yeah, beriaru, because it sounds almost like Bell is in it, right? Beriaru, right? Beriaru.
Yeah, so it kind of sounds like Bell is in the name, so I guess we just kind of butchered the name that way. And technically it's wrong, but is it really wrong? I mean, it really depends on how you view it. Because in the katakana, that's kind of like direct translation, similar to how in Japanese ice cream, the direct translation to katakana is ice creamu. Yeah. Right? So we shouldn't be saying, I like eating ice creamu. We should just say, we like eating ice cream, right? So technically, we did say it wrong in the sense that in English, we should be saying that dictionary pronunciation.
And the dictionary pronunciation, based off of like multiple dictionaries, is BELIAL.
Yeah,
like,
BELIAL.
Like B-double-E, B. Yeah. Lee. Like L-E-E, O, like U-L or something.
But people are like, no, people are correcting us saying it's BELIAL, right? Yeah. L-I-E.
Exactly.
But is that right? Like,
according to a dictionary, that's wrong too.
I guess, right? Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people like, giving suggestions on how to say it, and like different BeyTubers might say it a different way and stuff like that too. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess like if we're trying to be super proper, right, then we should be saying it the way that the intended language is, right?
So I'm just gonna play the
let's play it.
Dictionary.com or like that pronunciation. So
BELIAL. Exactly. So I think people forget that Takara Tomy and basically the Japanese language overall, they use katakana to transcribe a lot of English and foreign language words. Yeah. Right? So you have to remember, Takara Tomy and the anime isn't exactly, this is not their word. Like BELIAL is not a Japanese word, right? It's like a Hebrew word, and you know what I mean?
If you study Japanese, which we did for like 2 years, there's 3 types of like characters. One is actual Japanese words in hiragana, and then the katakana words are reserved for just like direct sound translation, right? And then there's also kanji, which is like completely like difficult, but like it's just like a completely own thing, exactly. So
yeah, I think people forget that the word BELIAL to begin with, it's not a Japanese word, right? So then people are like, yo, you're not saying the Japanese word right.
And then technically we shouldn't be saying it in like just Japanese like, pronunciation,
exactly.
right? So
because the Japanese way of saying it is not the English way of saying it, because this is an English word.
Yeah, because like we don't say ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, another thing actually I wanted to bring up was don't know if you guys remember back in the day with Phantom Orion, when the Orion Bay first came out in the dub, they were actually saying "Go Orion."
Yeah, because once again, katakana Rion.
So people were correcting us saying it's not pronounced Orion, it's pronounced as Orion.
Yeah.
And it was like, that is definitely not correct, because Orion is from the constellation and it's definitely pronounced Orion.
Yeah.
All right, so after like a year, then people stopped correcting us because like they realized that it's actually, there's an English word for it, and it actually makes some sense.
Yeah.
And Belial actually means like devil and like darkness and things like that,
demon,
right?
So it makes sense. Like we know exactly why that word is being used for that babe, because Bel is the demon king is what he calls himself, right?
Yeah.
So it matches very well. It's very fitting for sure. Yeah. So Belial is wrong. Like I call it Belial, and I have kept on calling it that, and you're gonna see some videos with me still calling it Belial, because that was the way that I like to think of the name, because it sounds like Bel's character name is in it. Okay. But the correct way of saying it in this case, I guess, is technically Belial. Cool.
End of that segment.
End of that. Yeah, that was a heated discussion for sure. There's a lot of people that were making comments about that.
Yeah.
Should we? Yeah. How about we just talk about
comments?
DB overall. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So like DB/comments.
Yeah.
So on our unboxing video of the new Beystadium, the Beystadium DB, people are really happy to see like it's really like bigger, and it fits more of the bays in there and stuff like that. So far battling in it, we agree, but at the same time, don't give it too much like credit. I feel like in certain battles, it kind of makes things a bit too tame.
Yeah, totally agreed. Yeah. It's a little bit disappointing in that sense, right? Because once again, like it's nice to have such a big stadium and stuff, but yeah, like attack types get like really nerfed in there for the most part. Movement patterns so predictable.
The movement patterns, I think because the dip is a bit too steep.
Yeah.
It kind of goes around the whole circle until it gets to the middle part. So that's challenging. And then by the time it gets to the middle, it really slowed down so much that like you didn't even get any contact. Right.
And that inner ring too, right? When you circle around that inner ring, sometimes it will even go opposite direction too. And it just like slowly goes, and just can get pretty boring. So I don't know. I feel like that stadium is definitely challenging to use, especially if you're doing one-on-one battles.
But maybe later on in other DB releases, it's going to make more sense.
Yeah, because like the next few releases might do better in that stadium. So that's what we're hoping for. But I feel like triple battles in there, super fun. Yeah. If you actually manage to do triple battles, even quadruple, it can actually fit that many bays.
Yeah, that's true.
I still think it's worth getting for sure. So yeah, hopefully, the future bays will do better in it. Let's see, I have another comment here. So it's about some characters. Let me see. So yeah, this one's talking about our brand new Ranzo character. So Japan creates a character from Brazil, but they don't know anything about Brazil. And then like, let's just make him end all of his sentences with amigo.
Yeah, it's just like he uses like foreign language a lot more.
Yeah, like probably in wrong context, obviously, right? Like I don't see anyone that speaks Portuguese or Spanish saying amigo at the end of every sentence, you know what I mean? Like that.
It's like stereotypical.
Not even stereotypical, like it just doesn't happen, right? But that's the thing though, like...
It's like them keep saying ni hao if this is a Chinese character.
Exactly,
right?
Yeah, like that happens too. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? I feel like anime has that charm where people let it slide, you know what I mean? But if there was like a real life TV show or something like that, if one person is character just says amigo at the end of every
kind of
single
offensive.
It's offensive, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
but
what do you guys think of that?
Like, I mean, especially nowadays in a modern society, like doing that is just kind of dumb. But at the same time, when it's anime, it's like, yo, it's kind of cute and it's like acceptable, right? Because of the form of media it's in, right? So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Ranzo definitely not my favorite Kiyama. I don't think any of the Kiyamas are really my favorite, but like at least bring Rantaro back, you know what I mean?
Ice cream cone haircut.
Yeah. Okay, so I have another comment here. It's talking about our new Custom BeyLauncher LR. So I know in the unboxing, like we talked about how it'd be pretty cool if Takeru Tomy added some customizable parts in there, right? Like, metal parts, which could really like soup up the launcher. So the comment says, seems like a good, powerful string launcher. We'll just have to wait and see with the durability. The ideas for customizing the string and gear sound cool, which is what we were saying in there. Maybe they could implement that with a more premium launcher and make that part of the anime to advertise it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since they've actually gone like deep dive into like a custom launcher type of like scene in the anime.
Yeah, I remember like there was a scene Rantaro was using the knuckle grip in one of the seasons, and they kind of focused on that. So maybe they will like advertise it in similar sense.
Yeah, so I think they should make a scene like that, you know, like really deep dive, be like, okay guys, like how are we gonna make our launches more powerful, and then they customize the launcher, then we see a real life version. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be good. Because in Sparking, they upgraded to like the long Sparking launcher, and they're just like, look, I got a new launcher. Okay, let's launch. Like that was it, right? Then they didn't really touch on anything. Yeah. So yeah, if they actually go into more detail with a launcher upgrade, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see what that will entail, because yeah, like without any proper upgrades, that customized launcher, the idea is just gonna flop, you know? Yeah. It needs some good upgrades.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Like if you already have Sparking launchers, it's not a necessity, right? That's what we were saying earlier. But it definitely looks good though. Definitely looks good.
Yeah, so that's all that we gotta share with you this time in this BBG Talks. Primarily just want to address the pronunciation.
Yeah, the pronunciation has definitely got people tripped up, that's for sure. We got so many comments of like how it should be like, or like how they're saying it. But yeah, super funny. So yeah, stay tuned for more BBG Talks episodes. If you guys have a topic that you want us to talk about, then let us know down in the comments, and yeah, maybe we'll make an episode about it.
Yeah, we'll check all the comments out and react to it on the next episode.
Definitely. All right, like this video, subscribe, and as always, geeks out.